Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class, and this time I will go over this review. So you're going to review everything that you have learned in the first semester of algebra, and I will go over maybe part 1 and some other parts, but part 2 through part 4 I believe. Yeah, we're gonna do it in class, but I just want to go over part 1 and part 5 in this video, okay? So let's do this one. So part 1, it's about graph transformation. So before I even go over this, you have to understand this one. So y equals a times b x minus h plus k. And that's an absolute value, but you can use it for the quadratic as well. So what you have to know is, as you know, the a, if a is greater than 1, we call it vertically stretched. And if a is smaller than 1, we call it vertically compressed. What I mean vertically stretched, compressed means it's vertically stretched means graph is going to be narrower. Vertically compressed means graph is going to be wider. Okay. B is a horizontal shift, which means if B is greater than 1, how can I make it narrow? Horizontally compress. If you compress it horizontally, it's going to make it narrow. If B is less than 1, that's going to be horizontally stretched, which means if you stretch your hairband horizontally, that's going to make that hairband wider to the left and right. So that's what I mean here. And this one is left and right, so always goes with the opposite sign. So H is either left or right. If it is positive, it's left. If it is a negative, it is right. It works like opposite direction. And K is the up and down. Okay. So that's a basic thing. So always remember that. And you can obviously put it in your decimals and figure it out. So I will go over maybe this question and you're going to do this one, okay? So let's do this. -7. The thing is, we don't care about negative. First, we look at this negative. Negative is reflect, okay? And let's look at the 7. We don't care about negative, as I said. This one is 7 is bigger than 1 for sure. It's not -7, we just look at the number. So it's a 7. So we call it vertically stretched by 7. This question does not have a horizontal shift. So I will just go straight because there's no number in front of x inside the parentheses. So there's no horizontal stretch or compress. -1 will move 1 to the right. And +2 will move 2 up. That's it. So try this question by yourself. And let me do this one with you. So f of x is x squared. And g of x is f of x plus 3, which means I'm going to write x squared first because that's f of x. And you see you're going to put plus 3 at the end. So I'm going to put plus 3 at the end. So how does it move? This one is just what? 3 up. That's it. No stretch compress. Or left and right. That's it. Okay? So try 2 questions on the right by yourself. And you're going to do this one by yourself. I hope you can do it by yourself. What you can do is you can put every single one of this one into decimals and see which one has exactly the same graph. So pause the video and do it. All right, so let's do this. This one, I can actually do this without even putting into the decimals. So this one is what? 2 comma -2. And only thing that we have to do is we have to find which one gives you 2 comma -2 as the vertex. So what is this? If you choose A as an answer, that will break my heart because the vertex of this one is going to be -2 comma -2. I wonder how many of you chose A for this one. So this is the vertex of each one of them. Okay, and as you can see, it's going to be B because that's a 2 comma -2. Okay, so that's about it for the part 1. Oh, no, never mind. You got to do this one as well. So you read the question and you answer the question for choice 1 through 4 about this one, okay? So that's very easy. So part number 2, we're not going to do it in this class because due to time. So we're going to do it some other time, but let's move on. Yeah, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this one in class. We're going to do this one in class, but we are going to do completing square here. So let's do this. I will go over this one. You're gonna do these two questions by yourself, okay? So basically, it's just converting following quadratic function into the vertex form. I believe you guys know how to do it at this moment. So step number one, you set up the two parentheses, set up a parenthesis, and take out number in front of x squared. In this case, it's gonna be 3. So if I take it out, it's gonna be x squared minus 2x plus 8. So let's look at this one. After this, do you see this middle number? What you're gonna do is, for this one, you always divide by 2 and square it. So negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. And negative 1 squared means negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So what I'm going to do with this number is, I will write this one down inside here. So plus 1 minus 1 plus 8, okay? All right. After this, I always have to take out the negative 1, like negative number, outside of this parenthesis. And watch here. There's a 3 in front of the parenthesis, which means when you are taking this one out, you gotta multiply by this number, which is 3. So you get 3 x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 8. And negative 1 times 3 is gonna be negative 3, like that. It's very easy, right? So let's do this. Do you see we did all these things so that we can factor this one? Like factoring itself is going to be easy. Always put the last number on the top, which is positive 1, in the middle and the bottom. What can give you this number combination? 1 and 1. Double check. 1 times 1 gives you 1. 1 plus, oh, never mind. That's why you got to double check. Negative 1 and negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2, right? I can already tell somebody's going to say, Mr. Kim, you suck. I'm not going to even say name, who that is. But letting you know, guys, I'm always right. Here, 8 minus 3 plus 5. So let's finalize the answer. Y equals, what is this one? So 3x minus 1 squared, because we have 2 of this, plus 5. So that's it. That's the quadratic equation in vertex form. So I just changed this one into this, okay? And obviously, I want to teach you how to find vertex. So pause the video, find the vertex, and axis of symmetry, and concavity of this graph. Go. Vertex should be 1, 5. If you did it by yourself, axis of symmetry is not 1. Axis of symmetry is x equals 1. And since this is a positive number, this one is concave up. Okay? So I hope this one helps. Now try this question by yourself, and also you can try this one by yourself. Usually they make a mistake in the step 2 or step 3. And if you want to know how to do it, you just set up 2 parentheses. There's no number in front of x squared. In fact, there's a hidden number 1. But if you divide by 1, like take out 1, it does not change anything. So just keep that in mind if you're confused, okay? So that's about it for this video. I will come back to the part 2 of this one. If you have any question, let me know. See you guys. Bye.